Breaking news! Daybreak Games has been sold to EG7. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Fable1 as usual. And today we're going to talk about the acquisition of Daybreak Games by EG7. Before we start talking about the future, what is going to happen with EG7, I want to have a basic understanding of what Daybreak Games is doing currently in combination with RPG Rogue Planet Games. So Rogue Planet Games is currently the developer team. They are the studio making Planetside 2. Daybreak, however, is doing all the things that are less game related, but they do handle, for example, the servers. They make sure that the money is coming in. They also provide some kind of marketing. Other than that, RPG is quite an independent studio, so they can do whatever they want. At least that is our current understanding. I think their only goal really is within the company that they should make sure there is some kind of profit in the end. Overall, I do think that the community was rather positive about the current situation because the result of RPG's work has been rather promising so far. Anyway, that is the as-is situation. Now we're gonna take a look at the to-be situation. What is going to happen once EG7 actually takes over Daybreak Games? EG7 or ENET Global 7 is to me some kind of investor firm focused on gaming companies. The company's headquarters is in Stockholm, Sweden, and they got at least 270 employees currently, with 170 developers. With their current operation, there are 5 operative groups, and I think those are more kind of game studios. They got, for example, the Animeta Games team that made, for example, Rising Storm Vietnam, but they're also known from studios like Toadman Studios and Sold Out. It seems to me that EG7 is using somewhat similar kind of segmentation with their game studios like Daybreak did before. It might therefore be quite possible that the current game studios like Darkpaw and Rogue Planet Games will still operate somewhat on their own. This time around though, not under the Daybreak flag, but under the EG7 flag. In the press release by EG7, they do mention that the acquisition will help diversify and broaden the IP portfolio of EG7. As you might remember, next to having games like Planetside, Daybreak also has EverQuest, but also more third-party IP like Lord of the Rings Online. Thanks to the acquisition, EG7 will be able to, get these IPs for themselves. I will put a link to the whole press release in the description down below. But overall, they're mainly talking about the revenue of Daybreak, and they're really talking from more of an investor's point of view. Having said that, guys, I would love to talk about money all day long, but therefore check out my different channel. Today, I want to talk about the creative outcome of this acquisition. What does it mean for Planetside? I know probably many of you are thinking, well, acquisition, big money coming in. It's time, guys, it's time to start developing Planetside 3. But wait. So let's take a look. Let's take a quicker look at EG7. So EG7 is, for example, the owner of Dead Island. They are the owner of Warhammer Vermintide. And finally, they're also known for their game Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Overall, these titles seem quite nice to me. However, they also mention games like Evolve, and that is what kinda horrifies me. Evolve is one of those games that have quite some potential, but due to bad monetization, due to bad updates, due to all kind of bad decisions, that game completely died. And also, I want to look further to more sequels. So Dead Island had quite some good reception. Then they started working on Dead Island 2. But we're still waiting on Dead Island 2. Finally, we got Rising Storm Vietnam, and I think that's their most successful game to date. No word of Rising Storm 3, right? So for the guys waiting for Planetside 3, well, you gotta wait a little longer. It's not all doom and gloom though. It seems like the developers are still pushing a lot of updates to games like Rising Storm, and I think that does show that even in the long term, the publisher wants to support the game development, and overall, that's a good sign. Furthermore, it seems like the games from EG7 are also quite available on the Epic Games Store, and I know not all of you are a fan of the Epic Games Store, but they do offer quite some nice publicity. especially also with the free-to-play aspect, and they give away a lot of games for free. My expectation for the short term and also for the long term is, well, not much is probably going to change. Maybe, and I'm not afraid right now, but maybe they will implement some more money features, like maybe loot boxes or whatever. They do seem like an investor firm, so money comes first, right? So guys, the suits, maybe. I don't know. It's too hard to tell right now. We're gonna see. Don't expect too much, but don't expect too little. Having said that, guys, I do want to know what you think of this acquisition. Do you have any expectations? Do you have any fears? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to press the big red subscribe button as always. Anyway, guys, that's me. That's Fable1, and I will see you in the next one.